Hey guys, so today we have the 5th Mailday video for the channel. If you've watched these before, you'll know I do it a little bit different, where I do a voiceover and talk about the cards in the hobby while we go through the mail. So for this one, I also have some pickups to show before the mail. There's a guy locally that breaks a lot of SPA and UDS 1 and 2, and I did manage to snap up this 1920 SPA Limited Auto Materials patch from him, numbered out of 100, and it has an awesome patch with 3 colors and 3 breaks. So very happy to get that for my Gruabuer PC. And some of the other stuff I got from him, this whole lot was basically from the same guy, but there was a 1819 base update set found in SPA, which I didn't have since I just started collecting again this year after a lot of time out of the hobby. Behind that would be some base exclusives from various years, all numbered to 100 of course. I don't go out of my way to get these, but if someone has them in lots or sells them for cheap, like a buck or two, I'm always happy to get some more of them. The exclusives do continue with a Martin Hull or Hoyle, I don't know how to say it, young gun out of 100. Funny story about this guy is that he played a total of 1 NHL game, just 2 minutes, giving up a goal for a career 27.27 GAA, which has got to be one of the worst ever. And we'll finish the pickups with more 1920 update exclusives of various players. There's also a few 15-16 UDS2 young guns I was missing, of Andreas Athanasiou and Linus Ullmark. And at the bottom of the pile are some 17-18 clear cut or acetate base cards, not sure which is the proper name. Again, I love these things, think that they're very cool, and if I come across them cheap, I always buy them, so happy to add some more to the collection. Getting back to the actual mail, a lot of this stuff is going to be one of my main PCs, Sergei Bobrovsky, today. I do collect a few different goalies, but I really was a fan of Bob in Philadelphia, and then I followed him, of course, when he took off and won his 2 Vezinas with Columbus. And now that he's doing really shitty with Florida, his value kind of has dipped a little bit, so it's good for me as a collector. But the first card would be a 1920 SP Authentic Limited Auto of his. It's a really clean card, but I do wish that they were numbered because I feel that the card is just missing a little bit of something. I did hear somewhere they might be numbered out of 100, but not so sure, and usually the blacks are out of 5, of course. The next card is a cheap McDonald's insert from 0506. Michael Ryder from the NHL Next Generation insert set. So now all I need is the Marc-Andre Fleury Next Generation, and then I have my entire master set from that year completed. The inserts are very expensive, but this was not one of them, probably like $3. Moving along, we have an absolutely gorgeous Sub-Zero insert of Babrovsky. These were actually kind of hard to find. I think they were 1 in 80 packs for the veteran Sub-Zeros, but even though they are harder to find than the rookies, they are not numbered while the rookies are, so there's some weird upper deck logic for you. So again, I wish these were numbered too, and I wonder how many were really actually produced. But in any case, it's still a great looking insert. Now we have a card that I've kind of wanted for a while. Jonas Gustafson was my favorite player growing up. I know not the best goalie, but still my favorite. And I've tried to find his SPA patch for a while, but everyone was always trying to ask like $80 or $100 as if he was still good or even in the league. And then this came up and I got it, I think around $20 or $25, so I'm happy with that. It's of course his 0910 Future Watch patch auto out of 100. It's also a pretty decent patch, few breaks, 2 colors. I just didn't want a 1 color plain white one, which I saw listed for really cheap as well. Next we can go back to Bob, this time his ingrained base oak auto. Another very clean card with an on-card auto, and the seller even shipped it in a one-touch, which was very cool. Again, though, without any numbering, the card isn't too hard to find, and when I bought it a while ago, it was maybe like $20, but now I do see them for a lot cheaper, so the value continues to drop for these cards since release day, or maybe it's just Babrovsky value dropping. Now we have some stamp type items. If you've watched these videos before, you'll see that I'm a huge Canada Post collector for things like NHL stamps and coins. So the first item is from the Vancouver 2010 Olympics, which will always hold a special place in my heart because it was in Canada, my home country, and the whole overtime hockey win, and the country was so excited for everything that happened. But these are stamps that were issued to celebrate the first gold medals that Canada won at the Olympics. I'm sure Canada Post produced so many Olympic things like this, trying to milk money from, I don't know, the general public and collectors and all that, but these are still cool. I also picked up the Paralympic and Olympic first day cover. Beautiful design, that was only $4, which was very cheap. The seller also had a 2013, I believe, Vancouver Canucks first day cover, so I grabbed that too for $3. The last item from the guy was a booklet of stamps, again from the Olympics, also celebrating the first gold medals for Canada. So honestly, I love this stuff, can't get enough of these sports related stamps. They look awesome, they're cool to just kind of put in your binder or collect, and they're still valid for use as well years later if you ever wanted to do that. Going back to the hockey cards, these next items were a package deal, but I just hate when sellers put stickers or scotch tape over the case. I've said this before in the other videos, but it takes so long to get off and totally ruins the case as well. I'm not using those glued up cases and I don't want to sit there and remove the residue, so I'm kind of annoyed with that. But once I finally got the cards out, it was a little better. There was a Glacial Graphs and Glacial Graphs Black Inscribed out of 50 of Babrovsky from the 1920 Ice set. These cards are so friggin' nice and look really incredible. The gold ink with the Bob written on it as well is just awesome. Like, it's an absolutely gorgeous card. And then the regular one is pretty nice too. I'm not sure how tough of a pull the gold ones are. I know that even the regulars are not too easy to pull if you're just breaking a few boxes. But with all the case breaks out there, they've become very, very cheap nowadays. Probably around $10. And from the same seller, I also picked up the Gruabuer Black Inscribed Glacial Graphs, where he wrote Gruby. I do have the regular one of that, so I'll show a video of those two as well. I like to buy my PC stuff right soon after the release day, kind of capturing on the hype and everything, but this card cost me $55 for the Gruabuer Black, and now it's dropped to about $25 I think, so maybe I'll wait a little bit in the future instead of doing the release day tactic. Now moving along, we have a PC collection purchase here of 2003-04 Pacific Invincible rookie cards. Again, I always talk about this set. It's one of several master sets I'm slowly trying to complete, and it does have a lot of sentimental value for me because for whatever reason, my dad really liked the set as well when I was a kid and probably bought about 6 to 7 hobby and retail boxes. And now I've got all the base sets and inserts, and I'm trying to chase down all the parallels and rookies. The gold are from the hobby, numbered out of $7.99, and the silver foil are retail, not numbered, and there are also red and blue parallels of every single card from the base set, so I'm trying to do all of it. It's a long scavenger hunt, but I did pick up this lot. I think it was 10 rookies or something like that for $13. They're not big names. I think Matthew Lombardi was probably the biggest one, or Joffrey Lupul, but it still helps to complete my set. Next up is a super awesome item I found for just $20 plus shipping, the 2009 NHL Montreal Canadiens 100th Anniversary $1 coin and stamp set. I'm a big fan of the Habs, and as I said, this type of stuff is right up my alley, and for this set you get an awesome coin, a stamp, a 3D stamp inside, and a booklet, so nice memorabilia pieces here, but this will be staying sealed in my collection if you're wondering why I'm not opening it on camera. And moving along, we've already seen the Sub-Zero Babrovsky insert, so now here's this auto with an unreal baby blue design on the card. They made these Sub-Zeros look absolutely amazing, can't get enough of them. The purple ones, the gold ones are sweet, the autos are awesome. I'm doing a voiceover on this, so I can't remember exactly if that was a hard auto. I don't have the card in front of me, but it does look like an on-card auto to me, so that's even better. And I honestly can't remember what I paid, but now they are also pretty cheap, like $10 to $15 max. And no clue on production because, again, no numbering. This next card I was really excited for, and it is the most expensive and arguably the nicest card of the Mailday today. The seller included a 16-17 Series 2 Nikita Soshnikov Young Guns, which was very nice of him, but getting onto the main card, it is a 2014-15 The Cup NHL Glory Shield Auto, numbered just 1 of 10. It was a $73 card that I won on an eBay auction, but man does it look sweet. These are pretty hard to find since there's only 10 of them, so I had to grab Bernier's when I saw it. The one thing I do question about the card though, is why Upper Deck would put a manufactured shield on it. It's a very cool concept, sure, makes the card very thick and heavy, but the shield really is of no value, like it's not a precious metal or game used or anything like that. I guess that's why these cards usually sell for $75 to $100 for regular players, and not anything really crazy like some other Cup cards. I think this was a 260 point card, as you can see. It's got a nice black border and it's seriously huge. The Cup does make some beautiful looking cards, and this is no exception, so I'm very happy to add it to my collection now. So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this mail day. I have a serious backlog of these mail day videos because I film them all, and maybe I'll do one every week or two now going forward, since I do love sharing the hobby and my collections with you guys, and hopefully it helps to grow the channel a little bit. Especially now, who knows what's going to happen with the new releases due to the NHL season ending, and you know the new one's not going to start till next year. So I will be breaking Premiere though. I think it's out on October 7th. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for your early support. I'll see you guys in the next video.